Hi guys, I'm Adam Wilborn from WhatCulture.
And I didn't know I was going to be on camera today, otherwise I wouldn't have dressed like Where's Goddamn Wally. Anyway.
And this is the news. And starting us off, some big breaking news, potentially. Brock Lesnar could be moving to SmackDown.
The Brock Lesnar.
The Brock Lesnar. Well, to clarify here, Ringside News are reporting that Brock Lesnar is being advertised for SmackDown when it goes to Fox in October of this year, of course. Now, we all know that they're going to need some big names to boost the ratings, and Brock Lesnar could just be used because he's in WWE right now as a way to tempt people to watch it when it gets there in October, or he could legitimately be moving to the blue brand and, I don't know, maybe actually appearing on telly quite a bit.
This isn't sort of the first time we've heard this exact story with a different name, is it? Because since, I don't really think Fox realised what they were buying when they bought SmackDown, because I'm sure I read somewhere that the ratings have dropped like so much since they initially bought it. Was it October it starts?
Yeah, October 2019.
Yeah, so I heard like, oh yeah, well we're going to have Ronda Rousey, obviously, and then they want anybody who's anybody, they want on the show, because I think at the minute they're probably all sitting around in big boardrooms at Fox like, what do we do? Yeah, how do we fix this?
Do you reckon when they pitched it to Fox, they were like, well, it's WWE, so anybody could show up on SmackDown. Ronda, Brock, Chad Gable, you know, it could be absolutely anyone. And yeah, it's being speculated whether or not he may be going there. Of course, that would presumably mean he's no longer Universal Champion. It would also presumably mean that he's sticking around in WWE and not going to UFC. Or it could just be the fact that they're going, please watch.
You're not really sure precisely how this actually affects things, do you? Because of all the myriad of ways we heard Fox are going to want to change SmackDown, they're going to make it more sports-based, they're going to bring in a league format and things like that. What does Brock Lesnar actually do that affects the ratings? Because it's not like Raw's like killing it and SmackDown's way down below. I read on Squared Circle this morning, it's been 15 years since Brock Lesnar wrestled on Raw. Sorry?
So, yeah.
15 years? I thought you were going to say SmackDown.
No.
Wow.
He appeared on SmackDown. He last appeared on SmackDown, I think, in August of 2016 when he attacked Randy Orton ahead of SummerSlam. But he hasn't wrestled on Raw in 15 years.
We're not counting when he beat up Michael Cole that time.
That doesn't count. Yeah, attacks don't count. Legitimate matches, 15 years.
I always associate Brock Lesnar with SmackDown because I don't know when he first came through. He was always just a part of that for me. I just associate him and that massive fist as like being one and the same person.
To be honest, I think that would save Fox's deal.
Well, just bring the big fist back.
Bring the big fist back.
Bring the big fist back and the old theme tune. You're welcome. Yeah. You're welcome, Fox. Those ideas are yours for a $1 million.
Right, moving on to more WWE news for you now. And Kurt Angle has revealed he will be announcing his WrestleMania 35 opponent tonight on Monday Night Raw. Who do you think it's going to be?
I hope it's Braun Strowman. I love Kurt Angle, but Phil shared this video over the weekend of the Big Show murdering Kurt Angle.
I remember that,
and I was like, oh, that's good television. So, hey, you know what would be good? If Braun Strowman literally murders Kurt Angle. One belly-to-belly suplex. Out of the ring, just go out, and legend it. That's a WrestleMania moment for you. They've never had an actual death. Yeah, it's you know, we're not going to retire him. We're just going to take him out back and put him out of his misery. A lot of people speculating. They're going to old yeller him.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people speculating, of course, it's going to be John Cena.
You're speculating.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he posted a cryptic photo. It was also been revealed by Ringside News that Vince wanted to book him against The Undertaker, of course. All the names going around: Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin. It's going to be an interesting match.
Can we just get back to that idea that it could have been Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker in a match that would physically look like it was being performed in treacle? Yeah,
you'd be watching it. We'd be there, and I'd be going, am I watching real life in half speed?
The first ever cod liver oil tablets on a pole match. For your joints, you know, because when you get old, you need...
Yes, but looking forward to that.
No, I don't want them to do that at all. Chad Gable would have been a great shout. I said this ages ago, like, if they'd actually booked this in advance, if they had any kind of forethought whatsoever, they could have booked Chad Gable into a match with Kurt Angle. He's like this mentor figure, and then it kind of goes a bit wrong. He's like, there's only one more thing I want from you, Chad. One more thing, and then your training is complete. You must fight the Master. And he has to beat Kurt Angle, and he's the new wrestling machine. It would have been great, but no, he's tagging with Bobby Roode, so they can't do that. Shelton Benjamin would be a weird one. Yeah, still work, I think. I'd love to see something like that. I mean, I like Shelton Benjamin. I am a Shelton Benjamin fan. Shelton Benjamin is not singles match at WrestleMania caliber, though. If you look at like the amount of wrestlers who aren't going to get a singles match at WrestleMania this year, basically all of Raw's mid-card, can't really give on to Shelton Benjamin, can you? They'll probably just end up saying, Kurt's in the Battle Royal. We haven't got enough time for all this. God, chuck him in the Andre. Yeah. Chuck him in the not Moolah. Yep. I don't want that. I really don't want it to be The Undertaker, though. No. Will Cena be good?
I think so. I think it'll be like a boy popper match. I don't think it'll be like a serious
well, like
wrestling.
you did last year.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be like a serious wrestling, you know, technical classic. I think it'll just be all the big moves and everyone has a lovely time.
I hope he comes down with his hair all spiked up and does the ruthless aggression thing. You know, it's a nice little...
Oh, yeah. Kurt Angle versus the Prototype.
That would be good, yeah. Oh, imagine if Cena goes back. We should get onto this. No. We should do more news. Do my story now.
Yeah, do your Becky
Right,
Lynch.
so you know it was St. Patrick's Day on Sunday.
Yes.
Wouldn't have escaped your attention, genetically speaking. Well, obviously, as you can imagine, Becky Lynch was the recipient of a number of fiddly-diddly-dee tweets because, of course, when she made her debut in NXT, she was doing a river dance gimmick. Do you want to demonstrate?
I'm good, thank you.
Come on, you're good.
Anyway,
that'll do.
I couldn't believe that when I saw. I didn't watch NXT.
No, it kind of gets forgotten about, thank God, because of where the character is now and how good she is. But when they first brought her in, she was doing an Irish jig dance and she got beat up by Summer Rae. Now, obviously, with it being St. Patrick's Day, the internet, its cup runneth over. People going, hey, remember when you were all fiddly-diddly-deeing around the place? And she replied by posting a picture of that match, saying mere weeks before she got that opportunity in NXT, they were going to release her, and she'll never ever be embarrassed about what she had to do just to stay alive in the company, which is, as a way to lean into something like that, is absolutely, like, she's the best at social media of any professional wrestler at the minute.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Don't at me. She's just...
Becky, she's good at you.
One day. The way they sort of presented this was just like, you know, this is what she gets mocked for, but that is what it takes. You sometimes have to do the most degrading things in the world to get your name out there, get your opportunity, get your match, and then from there, look at what she's done since.
Yeah, it's the old foot in the door thing, isn't it? She's got in there by doing that, and then she...
Foot in the door and everywhere else.
Foot in the door, and then out of the door, and then in the door, and then out of the door.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you do what you need to in WWE, and now she is... in all likelihood,
going to main event WrestleMania. The fiddly-diddly-dee woman is going to be one of the first women.
We're all speculating about what her entrance is going to be at WrestleMania. Just that, and then it's glass shatters, and then we have the proper entrance.
Wow, I think I've told everybody on the internet, but I literally had a dream where like we're at WrestleMania and all the screens go black.
Yes.
And it just comes up the man on all the screens in the Austin font, and then it's just like hanging there for ages while everyone's chatting like, Becky. And then the glass shatters on all the screens, and she comes out to Austin's music, and I can't get that idea out of my head.
Another $1 million idea you've just given to WWE. Then.
Yep. If they're letting Owens use the stunner, why can't they let Becky use Austin's music?
Fair point. Right, let's move on to your Twitter questions. Don't forget, you can tweet them at us at WhatCulture WWE.
Twitter questions?
Yes. From
them?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this usually good, is it?
Well, we'll find out. First question comes from David Rotten, who says, while I'm sure Samoa Joe can revive the US title, it's probably just a matter of time till WWE drops the ball with it again. In the long run, would the US title be better off rebranded?
Sorry, I really like how he's like covered his bases in case Samoa Joe reads that like, oh, this is a disaster. But don't worry,
you'll be great, you'll be great. Would it be better off rebranded as a women's mid-card belt?
Oh, you can imagine how that would upset the internet, wouldn't you? Why can't it just be a belt everybody can have a go at, and then they can use it to bring in the occasional sort of intergender match, or like, you know, have a big daft battle royal where there's some lads, when there's some lasses, and then put it on.
Yeah.
Asuka.
Ooh, I don't
know. Maybe, I don't know, like, it kind of feels wayward, the US title at the minute. It's kind of all over the place.
It goes very much up and down. Sometimes I liked R-Truth having it, but then also it was like randomly on Nakamura and Rusev for a bit.
Yeah, they seem to get ideas like, we want to use it to sort of revive Rusev as a character. We want to use it to do this Shinsuke Nakamura Mino speak English gimmick. We want to do it for R-Truth to be this John Cena cosplayer. We want to use it for Samoa Joe to be a monster again. But they just never commit to it, do they? They just do it for a bit and then seem to forget about it.
Next question comes from Dina Sisse on Twitter, who says, if you were given control over WWE for 1 month, what would you change, what superstar would you push, and what B-level pay-per-view would you axe?
If I was given control over WWE for 1 month, I would sell all my stock. And then just retire, live on a nice big island with women sucking my toes.
Good.
This is from a booking perspective, though. Is that what you want?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay. What I would do, well, I'll tell you what, I can guarantee that whatever happens at the start of that month will still make sense by the end of that month.
Good.
It possibly may even be booked with an eye on the end of the month rather than just doing it week to week. I would, was it bin B-level pay-per-view?
Which, B-level pay-per-view would you get?
Bin Battleground, because that's always the absolute dirt worst.
Yeah. And superstar?
Which superstar would I push? Well, I wouldn't just push a superstar, my friend. I would bring back the King of the Ring tournament and the Queen of the Ring tournament. That's what I would do.
I like that.
I would do that. I would now have it as one pay-per-view where it's like, it's just the tournament on the evening.
Yeah.
It's just the tournament.
Everything in one night. I'd like that. What would you change? Stop doing promos to open night. Just start with a really good wrestling match, please. What superstar would you push? Take your pick. Chad Gable. What B-level paper would you axe? probably Fastlane, and if not that...
That was so good. You're on the road to WrestleMania. The Fastlane on the road to WrestleMania.
All right, I'll get rid of Backlash then, because that's always crap.
Backlash is quite bad.
Final question comes from Zachary Linder, who says, what's your favourite guilty pleasure of wrestling? For me, it's watching CCK and Orange Cassidy wrestling.
CCK?
Yeah.
Why are they a guilty pleasure?
I don't know.
Is there a different CCK?
It's all the tongue-in-cheek stuff, I think.
I like CCK. That's something I feel. But for a start, I will just say that fundamentally, I hate the idea of things being guilty pleasures. Like, just like what you like. Don't be embarrassed about it. Don't be ashamed of it. If you like something, just like something. It doesn't have to be a guilty pleasure. But that being said, we both have the exact same guilty pleasure.
And is it? Oh, I got it!
They are. See, but I don't even feel guilty about that.
No.
I will fight anybody who says they're not immediately entertaining or hilariously funny. They're brilliant.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it before, just check out some of their backstage interviews.
You got a journalism for that? You're gonna be joking me.
I would have said Titus Worldwide, but that doesn't.
You don't feel guilty at all about that, do you?
Little People Wrestling.
Moving on. Yep.
Let's move on to today's and finally. And today's and finally comes from the woman destroying kayfabe single-handedly, Ronda Rousey. Have you seen the new T-shirt she's going to be releasing?
Well, hang on, sorry, 1 second. I'm getting some breaking news in the old earpiece here.
Oh.
Apparently, WWE have just released a new poster for WrestleMania 35, and what's that imaginary finger in my ear? Finn Balor is wearing the demon makeup in it.
Hallelujah.
Hello.
It's what we all hoped, I suppose, isn't it?
Who's he wrestling?
Well, we don't know yet. There's been a lot of speculation that they've got some big plans for him, hence why they took the IC title off him. So it's
big plans.
It's either going to be him randomly chucked in the Universal Championship match, as reported. Please don't do that. Taker, or presumably just facing Bobby Lashley, but as the Demon.
Why, I ask you, did they suddenly decide they've got big plans for Finn Balor a month away from WrestleMania? When he was in the Universal title picture at the Royal Rumble, he was like on the crest of a wave months before that. Why have they suddenly, we better get that title just put on him off him very quickly because we might want to do something with it at WrestleMania? Why is it this badly organised?
I don't know. It's like they only remember that Finn can be the Demon about a month before a pay-per-view. And in reality, you should have built this for a long, long time.
But yes, hopefully on screen right now is that picture. Yeah. So that's good.
Good. Right, let's move on. Today's and finally, it's coming from Ronda Rousey, and she has released a brand new T-shirt.
She messaged us as well.
She messaged us?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, because I thought because the last thing was Twitter questions.
No, she doesn't tweet us.
Oh, so we found this.
Yeah, we found this. It's a new T-shirt that she's released. You can see it there. It says, restricted, under 17, requires accompanying mark or adult guardian, no respect for the business, breaks kayfabe, violence and language. It's a new Ronda Rousey T-shirt.
What does the front bit say?
The front bit says, well, that's on the front. And
that's the front?
And then I think on the back it says, there's an alternative one that just says break kayfabe. Thoughts?
Well, look, I actually am in the minority here. I really like the angle she's doing, where she just doesn't care because it's making me more interested in the match. Like, but she said that Becky's disarmor doesn't work. How much are you going to pop when Becky puts her in it and she starts screaming?
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of people saying, well, surely this is going to make it ridiculous when she puts her in it at WrestleMania. I think it only makes it better.
Yeah. It didn't hurt, did it not?
But Michael Hamlet suggests something really good where she puts her in it just like the Raw before WrestleMania. She suddenly goes, oh, bloody hell, this actually hurts. To make you actually sell you on a little bit of it, I suppose, but...
She has sold it quite well before. Yeah. Like the Survivor Series build-up, she was really, really holding that.
I think it's a great storyline. Just maybe keep it on social media and don't do it.
Yeah, don't do a bad T-shirt. Please don't do a bad T-shirt. I can't imagine that's going to sell overly well.
What's that? A Break Kayfabe T-shirt? Oh, yes, please. Right, let us know your thoughts on that and all of today's news stories in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You can follow both of us on Twitter. You can follow him on Twitter at
Adam Cleary, CLERY.
You can follow me at Adam Wilborn. As I said, you can follow us all at WhatCulture WWE and send us your Twitter questions. My thanks to Adam Cleary. Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon.